I welcome to DBS stream 4. This is the Design by Sauna stream. So tonight I'm gonna be just finishing up like redesigning my app elements in Figma. It's originally an Adobe XD app, but I'm gonna be redesigning it in Figma, and I'm just gonna finish doing that. Hi Jack, thanks for joining me today. So today I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it up, and after that in future streams we will be doing other things, but I'm gonna go ahead and really post quickly that I'm streaming on my socials. I'm just gonna do that by first I'm gonna create the streaming again social, so I'm just gonna do that stream 4. And I'm gonna change the colors. So I'm just recreating my no, let's just make it a little bit more simple. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, that's solid. Okay, I'm gonna now post my socials. Okay, so now I'm gonna post on Instagram, then I'll post on LinkedIn. Okay, now to post it on LinkedIn, and then we will do Twitter, and then I'm good. Something really nice happened for me. It looks like it looks like a design company that I applied to viewed my application. I'm sure like all the DBS stuff I've been doing and all the posts I've been making definitely helped me get more visibility. So I definitely recommend starting some sort of design social media if you're, you know, looking to get into UX design. I feel like it really helps. But yeah. All right. So now I've posted, oh yeah, get that back. Of course, that's what it's all about. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and resume our elements walkthrough. And last time we finished off making the general map. So now in this stream, we're just gonna finish off the home screen first, and then we're gonna just finish off the build screen, and as well as the other interaction screens. And then I'm just gonna map out I'm gonna go ahead and map out some of the animations. Although I think like mapping out animations might not be a good idea, just because it might be a little bit too complicated in the beginning. You kind of want to learn animations as we go along, so I'll probably be showing how to do animations in Figma for the next project, but I will showcase like what you can do with the animations. So like I'll show you like, oh, this is how you would go about doing it, but I won't like map out the whole thing. But anyways, let me start. So let's go to gameplay. Can you guys on stream let me know if you can see my screen? Oh, perfect. All right, let's start. So last time we just created the map. We created kind of like the 3D map effect, and yeah, now we just need to, oh yeah, see, we used this as reference and we created this, and now we're gonna go ahead and start putting this screen together. So like this starting screen, we want to put that together. So we have all elements. I think something I'm gonna do, just so we have a better reference to look at, is go to my Adobe XD project and export one of the screens so that it's a little larger. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second, but I will go ahead and do this. I'm on a 5-mile run today, and I'm a little bit like worn out from it, so I have to drink electrolyte water. One second, my bottle cap fell. Oh. Thank you. Thanks, Jack. Let's see. Let me readjust a little bit. Okay. All right, there we go. Now I'm in the middle of the screen. Oh, do you guys see the S in the background? It's S for Sonic. Anyways, we're gonna take this, just export it. Oh, not batch. I want to export the selected. And then we want to go to desktop and put this at 4x so we can see it properly. Okay. Okay, cool. So we still need to have the locations, and then we have the toolbox. We need to have like a locations, and then we have to add our pins, and then we're pretty much done. So we have like the all elements mode. I want to figure out how we want to do locations. So do we want to do... I'm thinking we should just keep this somewhere at the bottom and have it be floating. But I think like one thing that I didn't really like about this was like 14 out of 20 locations. Like, okay, so do you just like run out of locations at the end? I think this time around we just want to have like an all locations button. So maybe we'll do this different for this time around, and we'll do like a and we'll see. Use this from the 10. Okay. Let's see. 21 to 10. Let's bring this down to 50. Do we have like an effect here? No. Okay. Might have to go like this instead. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of fun. A quick thing. So we're gonna make the map pin, but the thing about map pins is we're gonna make it 3D, like we have here, but we're not actually gonna make like something 3D. So this is gonna be a quick lesson in how to make objects or elements 3D without having to actually make them 3D, like a simple quick UI hack that you can do. So I'm gonna use this as reference. You want to start out and just, you can like trace the shape, doesn't have to be exact. Yep. So let's like take a look at this shape. All right, it's good enough. Now we're gonna make 2 circles in the middle. We're gonna take out the stroke. So if you're like tracing over something, I would suggest taking out like the fill of the shape and working with the stroke and getting the shape right, and then adding the fill back later. But I'm just gonna go ahead, put this in the middle, kind of, actually right in the middle, and then I'm gonna hold down Shift and Option and bring another circle that's like in the middle of this one. Okay, now I have my basic map shape. But to make it 3D, all I'm gonna do is just add a little small shape on the side. So I'm just gonna have this shape be like, you know, just like kind of go out to the side of this map, of this pin. And this is something you can do to make pretty much any object 3D. You can just add something to the side or a different shape behind it that kind of like gives it a little bit of depth, or just makes it appear like, you know, it has something behind it, or it has some depth to it. And that really just helps make things look 3D when they're not. So I'm just gonna put in colors. I'm gonna give them some colors. And what you want to do is also, shading really helps too. So you want to take the shape and give it like a slightly darker color than this original. So there you go. And then you maybe want to perfect this line a little bit. Bring it up like that. I think that's like about good enough. I'm just kind of a perfectionist, so I like to play around with things and make it look like kind of like almost exact, like it's coming out of there. And there you go. So next you want to put in, I'm gonna make this white, and I'm gonna add this as well. And you're gonna make this kind of like this color. And I'm gonna add like inner shadows. I feel like I really like inner shadows. I'm gonna make the blur to like 10. I'm gonna make it 10. I'm gonna add an inner shadow in here. And also inner shadows and drop shadows also really help give depth to shapes. So that can also be like something you do as well if you want to like make things look 3D. That always helps. I'm just gonna close off this shape and make it sort of pixel perfect. And there we go. There you go. That's your 3D map pin. So this original, we have like a plain type of thing going on here, but I'm just not gonna use that for our purposes today. I don't even know that it'll match the aesthetic. And also I'm gonna go ahead and probably change up the, oh wait, flip horizontal. Okay, I'll probably be changing up the what do you call the colors too. Now I'm just gonna put in, oh. Let's ungroup this. I'm gonna go with ungroup. See all locations. Yeah, I think this kind of needs to be done different. So we're probably gonna just put this in the middle, and we're going to bring this to the side, just because I feel like this isn't really going with conventions, and we want to make sure we have like a consistent, so we're just like being consistent Let's put this in the middle of the screen. So this is like alignments that you have on the side. Figma has them. And now it's like in the middle of the screen, or it should be. Okay, perfect. Let's bring this down to 24. Alright, so we have an all elements mode, and we want to have a see all locations button. Kind of right here. Let's have a hovering button, so we're gonna change the color of this to something else. Let's make this let's make it like blue or purple. And let's take off the stroke. I think will look good here. Something more like blue. I like green, sort of like teal. And then I'm gonna put this up to I'm gonna make this floating. We're gonna put a drop shadow behind it, so that I'm gonna increase blur to 20 and bring that down to 15, and maybe take off the underline. I feel like that's kind of just like doesn't look the best here. Can we take that out? Okay, perfect. And then maybe we want to give this different colors, so let's put this into like kind of a pink color, because that helps with, that kind of looks good with green. Ooh, I kind of like this orange thing that we got going here. I think that's like pink and and we'll probably tone down the inner shadow a little bit and make it at 10. Okay, perfect. Love it. I still feel like this is a little too harsh. So let's try like making it a white. Oh, yeah. See, there we go. There we go. So now we're gonna put in pins. I wonder if we could play around with kind of the temperature. Ooh, see, if we play around with the temperature, it could fit this a lot better. So we'll take the temperature. Okay. Or even tint. Maybe if we play around with tint, kind of work for what we're doing. Exposure. Turn down exposure a little. Okay. I don't know if I like this one, so I'm gonna probably just bring it back to normal. I do want to turn down temperature. Saturation, you probably want to keep the same. Just I think this is a good tint. And then see what temperature works here. I kind of like this one. Okay. So now we're just gonna put the pins around. And I'm gonna bring like all of them. And now we're just gonna put some pins around. Make sure like if they're further away, you wanna kind of make them smaller. If they're closer, you wanna make them bigger. I think I like this water pin, so this one's actually my favorite, the water pin. So I'm gonna like make that one more prominent because I love water. Now you kind of just want to fill up the screen. You want it to look a little bit randomized, but yeah, you want to fill up the screen with the pins. Kind of just want to spread them out a little bit. But yeah, that's our basic look. I feel like maybe I might want to just tone this a little bit and see if there's like a different color that would work better. I feel like we should make this like purple. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Try that. You know what? I think I like that. But try a different purple maybe. There we go. Do I like that? Let's see. What do you guys think? Do you like the Do you like this screen? Do you think it could use something else? Or do you think we're good to go? I feel like we are good to go, but let me know what you think. All right, cool. I think it's Gucci. Perfect. Let's start. Let's just quickly build out the other ones. So I created this on my own. I created these screens all on my own, like before the streams, but you know, like in further streams I might teach you like exactly how to create things like this. I used auto layout to create this, and auto layout in Figma is basically where you can manipulate groups, so you can create like multiple groups at once. So if I take this, and since this is auto laid out, this is one frame in the auto layout, and then this is the other frame in the auto layout. And if I want to add like just another row of these, all I have to do is click on this, click Command C, Command V, and then I have another frame. I have like another row of this that's like also spaced at the same amount, so it's like 16 apart from this last one. So that's how you use auto layout. But I created these templates using auto layout. I first started off and I created a rectangle and put in like this object and said, you know, drag object to create new build. I created a new build button. I created out, you know, the trade and save button as well. And then I created my all builds and inventory buttons, and those are components from Elements. So I created these like a while ago, and I'm not gonna recreate this on stream today. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put in objects in here, and then that should, you know, kind of complete the screen. But I'm gonna take the screen and I'm going to oh wait, I forgot like the player shoe on the other screen. So there's like a shoe. I'm just gonna use the original shoe and put it in. Or actually, let's see if I can find a 3D shoe on Figma community. This is a pro tip. If you're like you know, a designer just starting out, you should always use Figma community and search for, you know, whatever you need. 3D shoe. I feel like they have great assets. So if you're like, oh, I need something from them, you should definitely try out Figma community. They let you use like a lot of free assets. There's a lot of like paid ones too, because, you know, designers do need work, pay for their work, but there's a lot of like free assets too that people give away, and it's just great. You know, if you're ever in need of something, you should always try hitting up Figma community. Okay, I don't know that these are what we're looking for. I kind of like this one, but I wonder if we can extract it from here. Oh, we can. So let's see, Command C, and let's try putting it in here. Command V. See if we can't like flip it. Okay, perfect. And then gonna just flip horizontal. And then in our original, what did it look like? Okay, they were flipped a little bit. I might just take the original shoe. I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually. I'll go take the original shoe. I'm gonna change the colors though. So since I'm exporting it from Adobe XD, I have to change colors in Adobe XD. I'm just gonna make it black, actually. And if you guys ever want me to show you like how I made each one of these components, I can do that on a different stream. Show you like detail by detail how I made certain components and how I manipulated things. Maybe it's a little darker. And give the border the same one. Okay. That's our shoe. Export. Oh. And I'm gonna make sure this is at the front, so bring it to front. Let me look at our original shoe. How big was it? About big. So I'm gonna make it like about yay big. Right? Okay. And we want to put like a circle behind it. And we always want to bring this to the front. And we're gonna make the stroke white. We're gonna make the dark circle at 50 to 50% opacity. All right, there we go. So that is our final there. So what I'm gonna do here, so I'm just gonna add in our now one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually be recreating this these squares here. So I'm gonna drag this frame out of auto layout. I'm gonna drag this and if you want to kind of break things like elements out of a frame in auto layout, all you have to do is you have to click on the element and then just drag it out of the frame. So I want to drag out a square, right? All right, so I'm gonna bring kind of like some components. I'm just gonna bring it out. These different items. Put them in. I'm gonna group this. So I'm gonna Command G. I wonder. Oh, perfect. So what I did was, here, I'll show you again. So I created another auto layout, and if you want to add something to an auto layout, all you have to do is take out, so like if you have a square of the same size, you can put it in this horizontal row by just dragging it in. So that's what I did, and then I just copy paste this, and I have that, and I can copy paste that, get rid of that, and now all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to add these. So which one is this? I'm just going to add this into this square, and I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put all of these in. Which one is this? There you go. I'm just adding in these items to the squares, or basically the containers, and this module here. So what I'm doing is I'm adding them to the auto layout frame, and then I'm figuring out, okay, which group this is. So what group is this? This is group 802. And then I grab this picture and put it in group 802. And then I delete the tree. And then I put the grass in the middle of that square. And there you go, it's in that square. Now I'm gonna put in the last tree. Put in the one. Oh. Here it's. And this is 803. So 803. And there you go. That's your new frame. And we're just gonna lock this so that we can place it over. And then we're going to hide this. And then we're going to unlock this and delete it. And then we want to unhide these. And now I'm gonna do one last thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to change the color. I'm gonna go ahead and change the color of these squares. I'm gonna do that by clicking on the rectangle. You see I have this selected. Now I'm gonna click Command and Shift, and that allows you to click on all the rectangles simultaneously. So it lets you like dissect that element of the group. I'm going to change the color to kind of like this, almost, and then give it a stroke of white. A white stroke. There you go. That's that screen. What do you guys think? It's a cool screen, but we have 2 of the screens done. And now I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the last screen. So the last screen that we have, that's like kind of a main screen on this app, is the locations, like finding. When you go to the location and you want to find the virtual item, you need a screen for that. So again, I just kind of built this out with using auto layout in the template, and I'm going to be showing it to you, you know, in future projects. But basically what I'm going to do, basically what I did was I created the dashboard, and I did that by creating a rectangle. I'm actually going to do it for you really quick. So I created a rectangle, right? Oh wait, never mind. It's just clipped. But yeah, I created a rectangle, and then I created this shape by creating a rectangle and then rounding out all the corners. So like if you go in Figma and you round out the corners, you can round those out, and that becomes like a pill shape. And then creating the circles as well. And now I'm just gonna put in the items in here, or put in one item, because because we'll show that you collected one item and two are still a mystery. So let's find an item from the components library. Let's go with this tree. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we have the tree. You could probably do this in Windows 95. You just need the Figma app. So yeah. But now I'm gonna just show you the original, and then I will kind of show you like what we can do, or how we would make these animations in Figma. Like how would we go about them? So like originally you go to the location here, so you end up going there, and now you scan around, and then you can collect the item, and then you can build. So you can build items. This is what I created in Adobe XD, and then you can post those, and then I allow people to like have inventories, and even like just like trade as well. So I allow them to trade items with people. So that's like kind of the app in a gist, but I created like some of the main screens in Figma. So I recreated the map screen, I recreated the building screen, and then I recreated the items finding screen. But yeah, that's kind of like the main ones that I recreated. Oh, it's not letting me zoom in. Let me go ahead and actually log out of Figma for a second, and I'm gonna go and quit Figma and reopen. And I'm gonna just show you like how would we start making these animations in Figma for the rest of these screens. I'm not gonna like make these today, because in future streams I will be showing you different projects, and I'll be creating those projects on stream, so you'll watch me like creating the whole project as well as the animations live. And I feel like that's a better way of like getting the hang of it too, because if I try to like explain it to you now and like recreate all the screens, it might not just translate as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you like a quick tutorial. So if you look at these, So if I was to make, you know, kind of like this walking animation, how I would start is I'd hide this, then I'd flip this shoe, I would tone down all the opacity for these, so bring these down to maybe like 20% so that this one's the main one. And then I would start, then, so like animations are kind of like, you know how like in flip books you kind of go through each animation, and you know, you like this one thing, so it's like one step and then next step and then a step after that. It's kind of how like you deal with animations here too. So you want to do that, and then you kind of just want to add like circles. So you want to add like a circle path. So like let's add like a path. So you just want to kind of like draw out how this would be done. And now, so it's like for animations in Figma or Adobe XD, you just kind of have to like duplicate the original screen and then make changes. That's how like you would mostly design these. And then what I'm going to do here is I'll move this shoe and then I'll hide this ellipse. And now I'm just going to show you. So you go to create like animations in Figma, you switch from design to prototype mode, and then you want to say interactions, tap, on tap, what happens, or on tap you navigate to that. And let's see like if we want it to be instant. I'm gonna refer to this really quick. Okay, so that's an ease out. Yes. And then you kind of want, and then you just want this to be after delay. So like, let's delay this for 2 seconds. And you want to delay go like after delay. Let's also try like 2, and let's see how that looks. We might have to increase the delay. My guess is we have to increase the delay. Okay. Yeah, we definitely have to increase delays. Let's like make it dissolve. Let's like have this also be a dissolve, and we'll do this after like 10. Let's try dissolve, and let's go with 10. Okay, let's see how that is. Still needs a little bit more. This guy looks like 30. See how that looks. Yeah, there we go. And then you just make the shoe move more and more down the path. So you just duplicate the screen, and then you'd have the shoe move like here, and you would just hide the ellipse, and then you would have, you know, kind of the same interaction. And then honestly, let's just try and protect that out. It's one more. Which one is this? This is like after delay. Okay. Wait. We'll go after delay. And this is 3:30. And let's try that out. Yeah, so it probably still needs a little bit more work, but that's kind of like the basics of animations in Figma. But yeah, that's kind of how you would do it. And you do similar things with the other elements screens, but I think it would be a little bit more easier for me to show you like in-depth animating in further streams. So I'm gonna end off our stream for today, and also end off this element series. It was really great to see everybody and have everybody attend these streams. Thanks so much. But in the next streams, I will be making projects on stream, and I'm also going to be interviewing people on stream and all sorts of cool designers and people doing projects around design. So stay tuned, and please subscribe to all my design socials, my Twitch, Designed by Sana, my Instagram, Designed by Sana F, and also you can find me on YouTube and Twitter under the same handles. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night, and see you soon. Bye.